When it comes to creating edits, people are using artificial intelligence for literally everything, whether it's captions, clips, entire videos, you name it. It seems like someone is out there using AI to do it. And it's gotten to the point where people are wondering if AI can replace real editors. So in this video, we're going to put it to the test. I'm going to see if I can use AI to make a complete Call of Duty edit that goes viral. And I'm also going to show you how to do it yourself.
AI has been around long before ChatGPT. ChatGPT put it on the radar of creative people because all of a sudden now AI is doing creative things.
So for the first edit we're gonna make, we're not actually gonna use any AI image or video generation yet. What we are gonna do is use ChatGPT to ask for very specific instructions in how we can make this viral edit. If you guys are interested in the exact prompts that I'm using, they're gonna be in the description below. But generally speaking, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT what kind of clip I need to get, the sound effects I need to add to it, how I should edit it moving forward, things like titles, captions, the idea of a hook, to see if we can get a clip that can go viral. The first thing that ChatGPT told me was that we need to find a clip that is extremely visually distinctive. And to do this, we're gonna get a rapid multi-kill. So I'm gonna jump into a game in Nuketown and see if we can get a clip.
Safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless.
One eternity later.
Keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest.
Alright, so after a little bit of grinding, we've got the clip, but before we start actually editing the footage, ChatGPT told us it's very important to make a hook. This is going to be talking to the camera, talking to the audience, and saying something that gets people to stop scrolling and locks them into the video. Everyone is saying BO7 sucks, but with clips like this, I think they might be wrong. We've got our footage, we've got our hook, now it's time to actually edit the footage within Premiere Pro, and ChatGPT told me to do the 4 following things. That's a micro shake on bullet impact, speed ramping, color flashes, and a crop to add some intensity. If you're interested in actually doing these edits, I'm gonna do a time lapse in this video, but if you go to our channel, we have tutorials up on everything you're gonna see here. So don't shy away from those videos if you wanna give this edit a try yourself. And I also forgot to say, it told me to add sound effects. So we're gonna add a riser before the snipe, a whoosh, and an impact noise right as the snipe goes off. We're also gonna get custom sniper sound effects, not from the game lobby, but from the firing range inside of Call of Duty to make sure the snipe sounds super pure.
Keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm...
Everyone is saying BO7 sucks, but with clips like this, I think they might be wrong.
She a baddie, rocks a link. Let me take her to the back, she wanna look at me.
Okay, so that was the final edit, and you know, it didn't come out too bad. It's actually pretty cool in my opinion. But at the end of the day, I still did all of the editing. You know, the creative work still fell to me. We used ChatGPT to get the inputs, but I did the majority of the heavy lifting visually. So for the next edit, what I'm gonna do is get the paid for version of Midjourney. And I'm gonna give it the prompts and let it totally take creative control and make some sort of edit. And the way that Midjourney works is that you need to give an image prompt, give it something, you know, to create the actual photo. And then from that reference photo, you can actually animate the clip. So step 1 is making the reference photo. For my first prompt, what I'm gonna type in again, just trying to get the first reference image, is please generate an in-game image of Call of Duty Black Ops 7 POV on the map Raid. It's just a map I like. Let's see what it gives us. And now up on your screen is the final product. Obviously, I kind of missed the mark with what I was going for with POV and Raid. It's not even a real map we got here, but anyways, let's just finish this through. So now we have our reference photo. The next thing that I'm gonna do is animate this, and I'm gonna use the prompt with the reference photo. Please animate this into a multi-kill clip that I can post on my Call of Duty YouTube channel. Make sure that the edit is beautiful enough to go viral. I'm gonna use that as the prompt, and let's see what it creates. Clearly, that kind of sucked.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
But I'm not giving up hope yet. I'm actually gonna go back to ChatGPT for the next part of the video, and I'm gonna give it the task to actually give me a much more detailed prompt that I can put into Midjourney. So I'm using Midjourney to create a viral Call of Duty edit. There are 2 steps. 1, use Midjourney to create a base image that will be the POV Call of Duty operator playing in Black Ops 7. Holding a sniper on a recognizable map should look like basic Call of Duty, nothing too crazy. Number 2 is using the base image, have Midjourney create an animation that is a viral sniping or multi-kill clip. Please give me extremely detailed and clear prompts for both of these tasks so Midjourney knows what to do. I'm gonna pop up the prompts, what it actually told me to do really quickly here on the screen. And if you guys want any of this, again, it's gonna be in the description below. Okay, so now actually using our base image, reference photo prompt that ChatGPT created, I plug that into Midjourney, and this is what it's giving us. Obviously, this looks a lot better just to demonstrate to you guys how important it is when you're using prompts with artificial intelligence. So obviously now we have the base image. Now it's time to animate it. And again, I'm just copy and pasting here from what ChatGPT told me to do. And I'm gonna drop that into Midjourney with the third photo of the 4 that it generated. And yeah, we're gonna see how that animation turns out. Okay, so obviously, we're going in the right direction, but this clip is still missing a lot. I'm still convinced though that we can really use this, image generating software to create something super cool. And that's what I'm gonna do in the next part of the video. I'm gonna start with an actual Call of Duty clip as a reference image or, our reference clip. And I'm gonna use AI to animate it. And I think through that, we'll actually get a video that could go totally viral. So in the partial AI, partial real Call of Duty edit that we're making here as the final product, my first idea was to take a clip, so like the one that we started with a collateral and a headshot in there. And after that first headshot goes off, make a cut and then put in an animation that Midjourney created. So what you're seeing is my first kind of run at this. I wanted to create a warzone operator and look at him in an X-ray view. So you can see the skeleton and then see the bullet come across the screen and then go through the operator with some really cool impact. We got off to a pretty hot start, when you're looking at the actual image that Midjourney gave us to begin our animation with. But when it actually came time to animate what we were going for, it kind of fell short. So what you're seeing up here on the screen is the animation that it gave us. My next idea was to create another sort of like animation in the middle of the sniping clip. And what I wanted to do here was, right as that second snipe was going off, have the camera leave the POV from behind the sniper, go in front of the operator, zoom out, and then pan around while also, kind of changing the environment the operator was sitting in into like this kind of techno future world. Clearly, we fell short here. If you look at the clip, you can see it's just a little bit goofy, and I can understand where some of the imagery was coming from with the prompt, but it's really not what we were going for. So that takes us to the last edit that I put together for this video. And what I did in this clip was take an edit that I made a while ago. The cool part was there were a number of different camera angles to begin with. So we started with the POV snipe, but then there were also some other clips in theater mode of me doing wall jumps in Nuketown, etc., etc. So I used Midjourney to create a cool transition between, the wall jump and the final snipe. Mixing in some sound effects, this is the final product. And if you guys want any of the prompts, don't forget they're all gonna be in the description below. Thank you so much for watching this video and enjoy the final clip we got here.